What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog. Still recovering here, you guys. So sorry if it's dragging as I'm talking. I just wanted to show this to you guys. You know, it's been a crazy week. So many of you guys are coming to the VIP Mastermind. I'm so proud of you. I think we got like 2 spots left. It's gonna be a vibe. We got people coming from Texas, out of state, all over the place. It's gonna be cool. I'm super excited. So this video is called Bankers Are Gonna Bank. All right. But just in case you haven't seen the VIP Mastermind, this is what it looks like. Again, 18th and 19th, the key resource, Charm City buyers, and the Classy Climb, one-on-one conversations. We're going to breakout sessions. You get unlimited access to the e-course. For those of you who can't come, you already know you can't come. The e-course is for sale. If you look in the links below this video, we give a $300 off to Classy Climbers. For people trying to go to the event, it's $500 off if you hit my Classy Climb button, right? This is just for y'all, my YouTubers, my email list. This is for y'all. Like, unless people watch this channel or go through the email list, they won't get that percent off, okay? They'll pay full price. So there'll be food and drinks, t-shirts, goodie bags. Like, we're gonna need to know if you have any dietary restrictions. You guys know I just came off this surgery, so you'll probably see me while I'm there eating like soup. Don't be worried, I'm absolutely fine. I'm just gonna be eating soup for a while, so the jaw I can like chew like big food. So make sure you submit your application here. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have full energy. We're gonna have coffee. We're gonna be ready. Hey, bring your questions. Break it down. Like, if you don't grab the funding course or the partnership course, like, man, you should grab it before you come, and then bring all your questions when you come. I'll help you set up whatever you need while you're there. Like, we're gonna have a blast. I'm super excited for it. So again, this is the agenda, starting around 2 o'clock. Welcome, introduction, investment game, dinner, one-on-one breakout sessions. It's a wrap up, local activity. I know a lot of people in the DC area, we're gonna try to hang out. They're gonna try to come by and be like, nope, tonight is for the mastermind group. But that area where we're at is super walkable. So many fun things to do. Sunday, breakfast and recap. Because what happens is, you're going to go home, you're going to go back to your hotel, you're going to think overnight. You're like, oh man, I got some other questions. Come back the next day when we do finding and analyzing deals, working session, implementation. We're going to secure financing, loans, OPM, and business credit. You're going to love that. Like, we're going to give so much information on alternative funding. Like, some of the stuff that I'm putting in the alternative funding course is going to be in there, but like, it's even better in person because you got these questions you want to ask. We have lunch, workshop, progress reports and wrap up, right? I definitely want you guys leaving here with your plan in hand. How many properties you're gonna get, how are you gonna get your investing? Like, it's gonna be so nice. I think it'll be great. And I'm excited for those who are gonna come. But the reason I put together, the investment, how to start your own investment group, and also the funding courses, because I saw this article and I know it's crap, right? It's like all-time highs, small business loans approvals at banks hit all-time highs. Do you qualify, right? So whenever I see these articles, I have to take them apart, because what I know is there are millions of small businesses, out of 28 million businesses, 24 million are small businesses, and they're looking for funding and they're not getting it, right? Because it's so colluded. But like, and banks are just literally being just slow as possible, but we'll talk more about it. But again, common mistake is not providing financial data that will make your bank approve for your loan. Again, personal tax returns, business tax returns, balance sheet, P&L report, personal bank statements, business bank statements, reporting a personal investment into the company. Now, many of you are like, wait a minute, I want my business and my personal separate. Listen, this is why I break it down for you in the funding course, because there's just so many questions that people have and they get stuck. You know how many emails I get a day talking about, Ericka, I'm trying to get funding, I can't get funding, something's happening, or I'm stuck in my process, I can't move forward. I get those every day. And so don't take it personal if I'm not quickly responding. Staff is responding to most emails right now. If you had anything that's been open or need to be checked on, they've been doing great with the emails. When I'm up, I check the emails. When I'm laying down recovering, I'm just laying down. So back to the topic here is bankers are gonna bank. I love this saying because it's just true. Like, banks give money to people who already got money. And as much as we joke about that, there's a saying to it because it's true. It's like, Bankers are looking for people who are stable, make lots of money. You know, this is why when people have a job, and I make this very clear, the reason I put together the alternative funding course is if you've been like me for years, with your own company, your own business, making money, stacks on stacks, and then still confused why a guy who makes $30,000 a year with a W-2 is getting approved for houses and cars faster than you, I've been there and I've found a way around it, right? Like it's just the way banks are set up. It's like, oh, this person has a safe, steady job and they're going to pay their bills on time. That's, you know, credit cards are not your friend. Bankers are not your friend. Business lines of credit are not your friend. Now, many people are going to say, but Ericka, I want those. You know, I see all these people jet setting and traveling. I want the credit card life. I want the points. You know, there's a lot of people living off credit cards. Like, let's keep it a buck. The reason I talk so much about the book, The Average is Over, which I literally have on the desk. It's been my reading material as I lay down. Average is Over is because so many people have been coasting. And if you think about it, from like 15 to 21, people are coasting off their parents, right? And they're flaunting their website lifestyle from their parents, from credit cards, all kind of stuff. Then from about 21 to 30, people get on that credit card mill, right? The credit card, the new car, they traveling, you know, they got their Instagram full of travel pictures. I mean, I know a guy right now who spent $35,000 in 1 year putting together a blog, also spending $35,000 on credit cards, traveling for a full year because he felt like he needed a gap year. Now he back at work. He's been working for 3 years. I ain't seen him travel anymore. And, you know, we could say, oh, he got that out of his system, but really he just can't afford to. He's paying back all the debt, right? And you don't have to live like that. But what you start to see around 32 to 40 is the real life, right? The friends who all of a sudden they still in apartments and they about to be 40 because they can't afford a house, right? But they got nice cars, nice clothes, right? Or the people who like, they're complaining about the school their kids go to. And then you say, why don't you move to a new neighborhood? They can't afford to. When you start seeing people real lifestyles, when you start seeing 40s and 50s where people's parents like, oh, I really want to go home and see my parents, but I can't. There were a few years when I was here in Austin, I was like, I just want to go home. And, you know, at the time, a $200 flight, a $300 flight, because now my town is cheaper now. They have more flights coming out of it, was too much. I couldn't afford to spend $300, be gone for a weekend, miss work, do all this stuff, and fly back. Now that's nothing. You know, now that's like, whatever. But that's the problem. Many people get caught up in materialism of Instagram, that YOLO living, and all this time they should be building wealth. You see the difference in the top 20% when you're talking about 40s and 50s. When we were at that house in Maryland, and the neighbor, like just listening to the neighbor, they're in their 50s. They bought the house next door when it went in foreclosure, re-renovated it, and turned it into an Airbnb that's making them probably $100,000 a year easily, because it makes $180,000 in the summer alone. So I'm pretty sure in the winter they fill it out too. So when you see stuff like that, that's a different trajectory. Those people are living well, right? And what you'll see if you read the book Average is Over, and I'm not even like putting affiliate links, I'm just telling you about this book, is the fact that you're going to see the thinning out of the middle class. People who were doing all the YOLO, the vacations, the trips, the cars. It happened in 2008. There were a lot of Black families I remember who they had the nicest cars, nicest clothes, lots of vacations. And they've been complaining about it ever since. I've seen a lot of people apply for disability. A lot of people apply for assistance and still driving a Cadillac. Like the funniest part is I know this lady who, she came to our family's house and she asked could they give some, you know, adult diapers, because we had a family member that was in a home, and he didn't need all this excess stuff. And so they asked for it. What was crazy though, she got in her car and drove away. Her car was a Cadillac with disability titles on it. And the problem is she was living above her means. She's in her 50s, trying to take care of her parents. She's asking us for basically donations, handouts, and she's getting in a car and driving away in a Cadillac. Like, I don't even think she understood, like, as she was saying that, the conundrum that she's putting her own self in. I'm seeing people right now like, well, I'm in my 50s and 60s and I need a comfortable car. You know, this little car won't do it anymore. So I see people in SUVs that they can't afford because they don't walk enough. They don't have enough exercise, so they back hurt. I mean, again, bankers are going to bank and they're going to take you to the cleaners. If you're going to be silly enough to go out here and get these cars and get these houses and have no exit strategy, they will do that. Discipline rewards you if you're consistent. Opportunities are everywhere. You must be focused on the bigger mission. The mission is to build cash flowing businesses in real estate. Do you know how many times I drive around Austin and I see like older white dudes with a truck with all the gear in the back and two young Hispanic or young black guys jump out cutting the grass and lawnmower? Now, does that man own a business? For sure. Is his back in a condition probably he don't want to push the lawnmower anymore? For sure. You can see that he has a business. It's cash flowing, but it requires him to physically be there, you know, and you have to determine there's businesses everywhere, there's real estate opportunities everywhere, but you got to make the right moves at the right points in life to get to them. So people contact me all the time about credit repair. And the reason we moved all the stuff off site, and you can't even get to the links right now, they're shut down, because we merged 2 offices. But 2, also, folks really are just calling for credit card bailout. And I knew this was happening the closer we got to this recession. There are no more bailouts. Like the key here is you need to make more money, right? As much as people are like, they're trying to get drunk off credit cards again, knowing that drunk won't last. It's like, Ericka, I just need all this stuff off my credit so I can go get credit cards again. That's what I need. And it's like, no, you don't need the credit cards. You know, for people who want to get in a home, there's a few different techniques we do, get stuff off collections. But 9 times out of 10, what people have been calling for lately, the past 3 months, is people who are in credit card debt or people who file for bankruptcy. And it's like, never, ever, ever file for bankruptcy unless you're going to make a lot more money on the back end. And people never think about that. Unless you're a person making, a guy or girl making 10 to 15 grand a month, him and his wife, and they file for bankruptcy, is in a whole nother position than somebody making 3 grand or 4 grand a month filing for bankruptcy. You're just going to be in a hole. You're going to be in a hole. It's not going to work. It's not going to work in your favor. So I created the investment group because banks don't care. Banks don't care about your mission. Banks don't care, you know, you have to do things in a particular order for it to win. That's why I put these 2 courses together. But again, they're looking for perfect candidates. Smaller banks are better, but they're still slow too, right? You know, I literally had to sit down with the bank. I had 300,000 run through an account from PayPal, Stripe, Sales, just all this other stuff. And the bank literally seeing cash come in every day, literally looked me in my face of senior regional loan officers and said, I don't understand your business. And honestly, it was an honest moment where he was a little bit perturbed, but he was like, I don't understand. And so I sat there with him. I literally almost like, are you kidding me? You don't understand how websites work. You don't understand how courses work. You don't understand how consulting works. And I just walked him through everything and showed him all the different websites and all stuff. By the end of it, I got a $30,000 business line of credit, but it was sad that he literally was looking at me with a face of confusion. Like, I don't understand your business. Same thing with the trucks. When I tried to explain to the banker about what's a lease out and how, you know, you get drivers and you hire the drivers and they're 1099, they're not employees. Like, her whole face was like, but you don't have a CDL? You don't drive the trucks? Like, we give loans to people who have CDLs. And I said, honey, you don't give loans to business owners who own multiple trucks. We own 7 trucks right now. Are you kidding me? And so once I explained it to her, same thing happened. And she's like, oh, okay, we can approve you for more trucks. It was so sad. I was like, this is why the bank is dead. They're so confused at how fast the landscape is moving. That's why you have, when I went to several banks about 4 years ago, and this is what prompted me to write Smart from the Internet book. I remember bringing him a bank book, and he said, who showed you how to put this together? This is amazing. He was like, why don't you just go around the corner to this company, get a hard money loan, come back, and we'll refinance you. And when he said that, I laughed, but I realized, oh my God, like he knows, he even knows how slow the bank is, that it would be faster for me to go around the corner, get a loan, and turn around and they refinance it in 30 days. Like, even he knew. And funding institutions like Patch of Land, Fundrise, PayPal loans, QuickBook loans, they reward you handsomely. And in the course, I show you, you know, online stacking of companies and talk about credit. I talk about business credit. I got that course stacked. So the funding course is stacked, and the the investment group is stacked. How to create your own investment group, because they both go hand in hand, honestly. But at the end of the day, it's like, these are things that have helped me battle past all this. It just really has. So I want to create more teams. I love super teams. This is such a thing because bankers really don't care. They just don't, and they don't have to. So again, this is my website, the blog. You can see it's not even a fancy blog, but this blog has made us thousands of dollars every year. I talk about the mastermind event. I talk about some of the events coming up. Again, we'll be in Atlanta, GA, the 24th through 26th, some of the group. I have some surprise guests that might come to the mastermind, but I can't say anything yet. July 6th through 12th, California, Anaheim, Oakland, and Los Angeles. I'll be at VidCon, and we'll do meetups with Charles Ogilvie and Todd Capital. July 13th, I'll be in Chicago. I can't pinpoint the event location yet. I'm waiting on a surprise person you guys are going to love letting me know when they're going to do it, what dates. And when I'm not there, I'll be checking my grandpa and going to a conference there, a concert. September 4th through 8th is VidCon. There's going to be a meetup in DC. We're going to have some fun. In November, it's Afrotech. Now, there's more things in the works. There's more meetups. I'm trying to squeeze something into Texas around October, because so many of y'all are coming out of Texas and going to other states. Some of y'all go to Baltimore all the way out of Texas for some of these events, and I love it. I'm like, congrats, hats off to you. So I want to make sure I do more events in Atlanta, more events. I want to do an event in Nashville, and I want to do an event in Houston. I would love to do something in Austin. It's central for both Dallas and Houston, but we'll see how we make it work. But if you guys want to fill out this survey, it helps in the blog. It'll help me pick more events. It really does. So I just did not understand the impact of how many people message me a day. Like, the staff cracks me up with their messages. They're like, what do we say to this person or that person? It's funny. But I get hundreds of messages and emails from you guys a day. And I see a lot of y'all are frustrated because you guys are running out of time on deals and things. You guys have to do things in a certain order. And so I put that funding course together, and I put the investment group course together to help you structure. Some of you are real go-getters, but you need structure. So definitely check out things, and don't get too frustrated. Again, many of you, there's like 400 people on the waiting list to try to get in the Facebook group. Again, the Facebook group, if you go here to the website, again, this is what the website looks like. Big Real Estate Life School. You've got laptop to ATM course. Financial freedom starts at the basement. 1-page business plan. This is very vital. We call it the bank book here. Do not click this package unless you talk to me. People do it all the time. This is the investment group. The power of creating a private investment group. But if you go to page 1, first page, here's where you get in for the Facebook group. Okay. If you click here, the Facebook group is not free. The Facebook group is $10 a month. Why? Because we want go-getters in there. We don't want tire kickers. We don't want people just watching. You can just watch the YouTube channel for free. The people in the Facebook group are putting deals together. Like the other day, I'm so proud of everybody in the Facebook group. There was a apartment deal, and everybody's like, I got $5,000. I got $5,000. I got $5,000. Like, everybody's trying to jump in. But I just, that deal, I don't know if particularly I want to work with that deal because it's vacant. So I'm always looking for deals in the Facebook group. If you're in the Facebook group and you're bringing deals in there, if it's occupied or if it's a smaller 5 units and under, like, let's get it done. Like, I'm so proud of the Facebook group. The Facebook group is not the investment group. The investment group is separate, and the links are all in the description for people who want to join the investment group. Right now, we're just keeping the investment group small because, like, the people that rock with me, we're rocking. We're gonna go get 3 more trucks, and we're gonna definitely go get 3 rentals. So I'm gonna make sure I take good care of y'all. But for those of you looking for a tax selling course, smartphone millionaire book, money on tap, medical marijuana course, this is all here. So again, don't skip ahead. You keep trying to get in the Facebook group. You got all these people on wait, and I'm like, I'm not ignoring you. You just haven't paid. So when the number says you've paid, we'll get you in there. Okay, so the power of creating an investment group. This is an amazing course. Talks about how we went from 0 to 7 trucks. Talks about how to raise $30,000 to $100,000. Watch out for pitfalls, common mistakes, exit strategies. I'm telling you, banks are moving slower than ever. That article said that, but what people don't understand is hard money loans are sucking you dry with points and paperwork. And I will explain hard money loans and points inside the course. Real estate crowdfunding sites are getting better, but the best investment you'll ever make is in people. But you have to be careful of the SEC rules. You have to follow the rules. So I break it down really hard in here, you know, what you need to know before raising capital, finding deals, finding cash investors, where to find cash investors, how to turn an ideal into reality, how to structure the private loan pitfalls, documents, how to structure private equity deals, setting up equity structure, operating agreement, staying in compliance with the SEC, common mistakes, management, exiting, investor relations plans, exit strategies, and beyond the deal. There's so much in here, okay? There's so much. There's all the tools. Listen, we're going to have you hooked up, okay? But definitely go over here and check it out, okay? Let me see what else I got here. I was going to bring up for you guys. Over here, this is a picture of me sending out the checks and thank you cards to all the investors that invested with me. That is East Carolina. That is the state of North Carolina with the pirate inside of it. And I put that on Instagram. And you have to learn why you have to be very careful as you post inside the course, because you will break the laws of SEC if you're not careful. So we talk about that in the course. And again, my biggest thing is you cannot ask someone to treat you better in their house or force them to give you a seat at the table. You have to build your own table and build your own house and make the rules. This is very true, you guys, okay? You guys, some of you seen it, picture of me on my bike. Helmet, I always wear my helmet. It's just, I didn't do it for the picture, you guys. Financial freedom, like we have to talk about this. Financial freedom is just when you have passive income plus portfolio income over expenses. Now, once you have 2-3 grand coming in a month, you're free, baby. And your bills are only 2-3 grand, you're free. This is why the FIRE movement got people a little bit doing it backwards. But this is again why I say in the next recession, Grant Cardone and Dave Ramsey are going to be billionaires. They're going to be billionaires because you literally have two schools of thought fighting with each other. Some people feel like, I'll never make more money, Ericka. I'm tired. I can't make more money. So I'm just going to pay off all this debt. And that is a way to win. Don't anybody discourage you. That is a way to win. If you're in your 30s to 40s and life is squeezing the crap out of you, like I drove down the highway and I saw a sign for soccer camp, summer sports camps loans a bank was giving people. Stop. If you can't afford to pay for the summer camp that comes every year, same time, you can save $100 a month or $200 a month till the next summer. You are in a hole. You are in danger, girl. Like, that is a dangerous position to be in. Please do not do that, okay? But that is where people are. That's why they are in this, like, I got to pay everything off. I'll just pay all the debt off. Now, funny thing is, Asia put F them loans, which I've been laughing about nonstop, where people keep messaging her and say, I have 80,000, 60,000 in student loans. What should I do? F them loans. You should be investing to have rentals, or you should be investing to have some type of business that still makes money. People keep saying, well, Ericka, in the recession, why would I start a business? Yes, sales will be down, but there are a lot of businesses that still will clear 100,000. There are a lot of side business that will clear 50,000. And it's not going to be these like, well, I'm just going to make a little online website and then I'm going to sell some junk. No, you have to have a service business, a business that services other people. People need services. This is why handyman services grow in any recession, because people can't afford to fix homes. They don't know how to fix things. They're getting older. They just can't reach things. Again, how do you get financial freedom? Passive income plus portfolio income. These two words are things that are reoccurring income. Reoccurring. How do you buy reoccurring info? Get the book Smartphone Millionaire and you buy the streams of income. Okay? Streams of income. That's what you do. So, again, this is a prime example of generational wealth workshop. This is people talking about how to invest in Philly, Detroit, and Chicago. Okay? This is financial estate and tax planning, protecting your assets to build generational wealth. I talk about how to protect your taxes in both courses. Again, this is Aisha Selden. I mean, these are some great ladies. There's Rashad, Malik Carter, Jermaine, all these people. Asia's cracking me up. We gave Asia a hard time because she has a selfie and everybody else has a headshot. But at the end of the day, these people, it's good stuff. Now, I'll be overseas at this time, but other than this will be amazing. Again, this is who's going to be at the mastermind. Charm City Buyer owns 20 rentals. This is old. Like by the time this came, we put this out, I already had the other trucks. So, but we didn't change it. Again, Charm City Buyer, she's retired at 32, owns rentals. And someone said something in the comments I just want to address. Oh, well, why was she retired at 32? Like, that's too young to retire. This woman has been working since she was 21, straight out of college in a government job. Like, that pays very well. She just is doing other work. There's a difference between being retired and doing nothing. And unfortunately, a lot of people in our community think retire means I do nothing. No, retire means you just do more work that you want to do. Whether that's own more rentals, that want to be mess with real estate, the fact that she's pregnant, she's going to have a baby, she's going to go spend time with her child, she can homeschool her child, she can travel. Like a lot of people get it twisted about what retirement really means. You guys are taking retirement to mean like you quit. Like, no, you don't quit. You don't stop doing life. So anyway, I just wanted to go over some of this. And again, this is something you guys need to read this and take it serious. A real investor is not interested in what direction the market is. A real investor will make money in both directions. Again, long-term money, short-term money. A lot of people are always focusing on the flipping houses, the wholesaling, run around wholesaling. But if you look at some of these really successful wholesalers, they have rentals. These long-term money people have rentals. They have houses, garages, storage units, all kind of stuff. They don't have just flipping as active income, and it's not as scalable as you think. If you look at people who have these giant wholesale teams, the Deal Machine app allows you to have 5 people on the app. Why? Because it would take 5 people to run around and get all the pictures and send out the postcards and direct mail to be able to make it work. So you need to have a strategy to make money when times are good and times are bad. Okay. Something I also want to address that I've been getting a lot of emails on is like, Ericka, I don't like sales. I don't like sales, Ericka. I don't want to be a salesperson. If you can't sell, you are not a businessman or a businesswoman. Point blank, period. Let's make it very clear. So far, we've had this economy where people, Instagram has made it, oh, look at me and pretty pictures, buy this water. That's suggestive selling. At the end of the day, it's still selling. But if you can't sell, you need to either hire someone to make sales in your company. You need to learn that you're going to either run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, something. There has to be some selling in your company. If you cannot sell, you do not have a business. That is just all there is to it. Like, I want to make that very clear. Okay. What else we got going on here? Anything I want to talk to you guys about? But yeah, again, these trucks have been so interesting. There are companies within companies that will provide you drivers. There's just so many levels to this thing that I've just been so blessed to learn about, and so grateful that I've been able to, work with people, send out them checks. This is like a dream, and so I hope you guys will check out those courses. But again, like literally already, Money Madhu posted, let me see if I can show it. He already posted where he got his check and his thank you card. So I was very grateful for that. But yeah, again, online sales, just showing how I live life. Again, you guys, we don't have to be beholden to banks or credit cards. We don't have to try to get drunk on credit cards. We can create businesses and we can have investments. So again, I would definitely encourage you to check out the alternate funding course. I definitely would check you to check it out because I think you're going to get a lot from it. But last but not least, you should check out this article I wrote called Making 100,000 a Year with No Website or Fancy Logo. You guys saw me go off a couple of days ago about a logo, how I made almost $1 million in 4.5 years. Well, less than half, but mostly almost 4 years because of sales and systems. And the problem is a lot of people are focusing on the shiny cars, the Lambos, all this other stuff. And email lists get a bad name, but I want y'all to really think about this. I'll do a separate video for this, essentially. Yeah, I already know I'm gonna do a separate video, so I'll stop. But I want you to think about all these people that are getting banned off YouTube. How are they gonna make it? I already know, and I can do another video on that. But if you guys will, this is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Definitely, if you want to grab the Smartphone Millionaire book, this is the online version. If you want to grab the hard copy, it's on Amazon. Your Money on Tap is also a book that's available. We have the private Facebook group. But for those of you looking, if you look on this page, by the time this video goes out, you'll see it here somewhere. It'll be the funding course will be here, but right now this is the investment group course, how to create your own investment group. So you guys, I will be raising the price on that, I think Monday, just to probably like 300 or some odd dollars, because this thing is like good. This is a good course. So I'm super excited about it, but hopefully I'll be well enough to do a live. Like even talking now, my mouth hurts. I'm going to take another pain pill and go sit down, but hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys for rocking with the channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for all the well wishes. You guys have been amazing. Someone sent a card to the office. Thank you so much. I'm going to read it when I go by and pick up some of the stuff that you guys sent. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This is your girl Erica, Classy Climb blog. Later.